Assalamualaikum and hi to Madam Rafida and my fellow classmates. Today, in Language and Society class, I am going to talk about interactions and gossips. So, just what exactly is interactions? In Oxford Dictionary, interaction can be defined as communicating with somebody, especially while you work, play, or spend time with them. However, for Albajuez, one of the sociolinguistic experts state that interactional sociolinguistics is an approach to the study of discourse that focuses on how language uses traits meaning via interactions. So, in these terms, the interaction can be they got three types of interactions, which is interruptions, feedback, explanations. So, interruption is an activity which is to stop the continuous progress of something, which is an activity or process of talking. And here you can see a bit of comic strips in which that the grandson is trying to interrupt the grandmother from talking at the phone. So interruption, as you know from these slides, interruption is for the same size interactions. The numbers of it can be considered as an average as from 43 for speaker 1 and 57% for speaker 2. It didn't matter just what type of gender you are. Female to female and male to male. The percentage of it can be defined as such. While for the cross-sex interactions mean for during women and men, it becomes like women only got a 4% of chance to interrupt when they are talking to the man, while the man itself got 96% of interruptions. This is due to their needs to show their dominance to the women. Hence, to the next page, which is feedback. Feedback is an information about reactions to a product, a person, performance of a task, etc., which is used as a basis for improvement. So, whenever you are doing something, when you got the feedback, so you know that when you are doing it, you know how to improvise something. It doesn't matter just what type of product or your behavior or anything that you think that can be improvised when you listen to its feedback. So, in this term, I'm going to talk about the positive feedback. In this case, during interaction in that we use the feedbacks, the positive, like women, when we are talking, for most women mainly use words like four times more than men. For example, so like, hey, do you know, hey, do you listen to it? It's like when they are like, it's like they are showing their agreement. They are using like, oh, I listen to your what you are saying. Women as it shows that women as cooperative conversationalists, whereas men tend to be more competitive and less supportive to others. It means like when they are using the feedbacks, like women are showing their agreement, they are showing their support by saying while men it's like they are using words more to show that because they are tend to be more competitive. In this case, when I'm saying this positive feedbacks, they are using it in a casual manner. For examples, in the classrooms or in the laboratory itself. So this is the examples of it. The man itself said, oh, it's a really good pillow, don't you want it? And the girl said, I'm not sure. But he state that, oh, I listen to you what you are saying, but I myself is not sure whether I want to take the pillow. So next is explanation. Explanation is a statement or account that makes something clear, or a reason or justification given for an action or belief. So in this case, whenever we are doing something, there will be an explanation given, so we can understand some things. In explanations, it actually most got a difference. It has nothing to do with race or anything else or what type of work you are doing. It's actually got everything to do with gender. A study has stated that of women in business organizations show that women bosses did not dominate their interactions, while meanwhile the male boss are doing it to show their alphaness, or I should say their dominance, to show that, oh, I'm the big boss here. So, in this case, males dominated regardless whether you are the boss or you are the subordinate. What exactly is gossips? Gossips is a relaxing in-group talk that goes on between people in informal context, casual or an unconstrained conversation or remarks about other people, typically involving details that are confirmed as being true. So it's like, I'm pretty sure all of you know regarding gossips, especially in Malaysia, which we chalk them as makcik bawang. In Western society, gossip is defined as idle talk and considered particularly characteristic of women interaction. So, we as female, just face it. When we are saying gossip, the first thing that appears on people's mind, oh, women. Its overall function for women is to affirm solidarity and maintain the social relationships between the women involved. In this case, the women focus predominantly on personal experience and personal relationships, on personal problems and feelings. So anybody here who's got love problem, family problem, life problem, face it, when you're talking to others, you are doing gossips. It may include criticism or behavior of others, but women tend to avoid criticizing people directly because this will cause discomfort. In this case, in women gossips, they got 5 types of it. Complete each other utterance, they agree frequently, provide supportive feedback, provide a sympathetic response, and focusing almost exclusively on the effective. So, men's gossip different from the female. It's like, it's hard to identify because while females focus on personal feelings, men's focus on things and activity. They focus is on information and facts. For example, oh, just what type of car is coming out? Oh, and then long pauses tolerated. So yeah, in this case, these comic strips, I'm heading over to Toys R Us and all that blah 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 blah. Yeah, the gossips for the males is based on fact because this guy wanted to buy toys. Another facts for male gossips. First, they provide conflicting accounts of the same event. Second, they argue about a range of topics. It didn't matter any type of topics, they always like to discuss about this. And third, they criticize each other constantly. So, and the fourth, their talk contrasted completely with the cooperative, agreeing, supportive, typically coherent talk of the women. However, in terms of gossips, it depends on what type of races. Some races, women are confrontational instead, rather than before. From what I said, that women tends to be supportive and all that jazz. In this case, some women tend to be confrontational and acting a bit like men. In comparison, legacy, for example, women take a much more direct approach, different from men. So, thank you for listening to me.